Since Chester's devastating withdrawal, one of the things I get asked more than anything else is when I'm getting my next dog. Like it's just something I can pop to Pets at Home and just go and pick up another guide dog. The thing is, it's not that simple. The process is long, and so when I say it's probably going to be this time next year, maybe longer, sort of next autumn, I get I get shock. The guide dog process it's extensive, and it's there for a reason. So you don't just automatically, if a dog gets withdrawn, you don't get automatically just get given your next one. Gets withdrawn on the Friday, get your new one on the Monday. There's so much more to it than that, because in the years, hopefully in the years that you've had your partnership, things change. I got onto the waiting list when I was 40. I'm now 45, and in those 5 years, personal circumstances have changed, work circumstances have changed, eyesight has degraded, all of these things have changed. And so they can't just automatically assume that you pick up where you leave off. So there's a process to follow. And that process starts, so I actually start the process next week. I've had to have a bit of a delay because of just a few things we've had to get sorted out at home. But I start the process next week, and that starts with a conversation. So it starts with a phone call. You talk to one of their experts on the phone, talk about your requirements, talk about your need, talk about the reasoning, discuss whether or not a dog is the right thing for you. So I have the conversation. Once that's done, I then have a number of visits from a vision rehabilitation specialist. And all of this as well is part of that check to make sure that you have got the mobility, that you've got suitable routes for a dog, and that you've got enough workload for a guide dog as well. It can't be that you're sat around doing nothing and then this dog is going to just magically drop in and be, change your world. And it does change your world, but it needs to enhance what you already got. So that goes on for a time, and that takes, that can take up to 6 weeks. There he is. Just a second. Where was I? Yes. So your vision rehabilitation, so the route checks, all of that, mobility, going out, all of that stuff, that takes about 6 weeks. Then you go into then they, assuming that you've got your routes and you've got your independence, you've got your mobility, then once you've got through that step, you then meet with the dog team and check that you can work well with the dog. And so they come out, they do some harness walks with you, they check your speed, they check your home, make sure that the home is suitable for a dog, you've got enough free running space, leisure space, rest environment, all of that stuff. We have a pet dog, and so then we need to make sure that our pet dog is going to be accepting of a guide dog as well, and so there's a big assessment that goes on there. We need to make sure that our pet is calm enough so that when the guide gets home it can rest, So again, big extensive process to follow, and that takes another 6 weeks. So realistically, we're now in the middle of June. I've got my first conversation next week, so realistically I'm not going to get onto the waiting list until June, July, August, September. And then you're on the waiting list. And that could be 3 months, could be 6 months, could be a year, could be longer. So if I get a new dog in 2027, then it's gone well. Now that sounds awful, but it's the process. It's what you have to do, because they need to make sure, because then it's making sure that the dog that's coming in is suitable for you, it's suitable for your routes, it's suitable for your speed, it will fit in with your family. All of this extensive work that needs to be done to make sure that that dog just slots into your life, and then you just go and you just fly. So in the meantime, it's the slow lane. But that's okay, because I know when that next dog comes along, it will be amazing. It won't be Chess, because Chester was something special. Your first guide dog is always the most special. So nothing will match up to that animal. And he's off, and he's going to make the perfect companion, the perfect pet for somebody else, which is just fantastic. But for now, I'll just stay doing what I'm doing.